My name is Owen Adams, and we are playing Sonic Generations. I haven't played this in a while, although I was very excited about it when it was new. I'm really just trying out the capture card, which I told you I was gonna get, and it has arrived. So it's a Hauppauge PVR Rocket, which is a self-contained little capture card. It's a nice little thing. Works pretty well, and is set up nicely to capture from the PlayStation 3 by using a sort of a component cable adapter, which is a lot of fun. So I'm trying that out. I haven't used component video in a very long time, so this is interesting to see. The effect is kind of softer, pleasant, you know, not as bad as you'd think. Obviously, the original Xbox 360 came only with component output and looked pretty great for it, you know. And you know, I'd actually say the softening effect is kind of good on the aliasing, while the color still looks pretty good. So, if you haven't played this game, it's a sort of mix of classic Sonic gameplay with the kind of stuff that you get in Sonic Unleashed day levels. It's got some nice nostalgia, looks pretty great. Didn't really come of anything, considering the next Sonic game after this was... Oh man, what was the Sonic game after this, guys? Someone remind me. Wasn't Sonic Colors. Has there even been a Sonic game after this? Anyway, whatever it was. Oh yeah, Sonic Lost World. And then, more recently, Sonic Boom. Which is a shame. Sonic Lost World's alright. It's not a bad game, but Sonic Boom is a nightmare. As I'm sure you'll know. I realize I'm just talking nonsense. I'm just concentrating on trying to remember what I'm saying while I'm worrying about the mic. So I'm kind of new to this. If this video turns out watchable, that'll be great. But on my last test, the little built-in mic tends to turn out too quietly. So I've made it as loud as it possibly can be, which might end up being too loud. We'll see. So in the long run, I'm planning on doing a lot more. Wow, why can't I get enough momentum up for these loops? I'm planning on getting a lot more console games reviewed. I'm probably going to do the console Arkham games. I was going to play them on my laptop, then I could do them in 1080p, but I think this is going to work out being a lot more convenient. Yeah, that's because I am perfect. You know, all the reviews I read kind of made this component cable malarkey sound like it was going to look terrible, but I don't know how it's going to record, but this looks pretty good to me. I guess I'm a bit of an old fogey, but I actually like the soft look of analog cables. I realize what I'm seeing are imperfections, but there is a kind of naturalistic thing that looks good. It's a bit like old black and white TV. It hides a lot of sins. Oh dear God. Is that Charmy the Bee? What's the armadillo called? Rocky? All the characters you desperately hope to never see again.
You totally got me this time. I had no idea.
Yeah, right. Happy birthday, Sonic. Hope you like this.
All the characters Sonic has run into the ground.
Like it? I love it.
Is that a chili dog? That is a nice nod to kind of the American interpretation of the character, because the chili dog mythology isn't really part of the Japanese affair, is it? Anyway.
Sonic, what's that?
I'll play until you can see one of the second style of levels.
What's it doing?
I'll do the same zone again we just did with Modern Sonic, and you can see it for yourself. As I say, I'm not putting a huge amount of effort into my dialogue here because I'm almost certain none of it will be listenable. But if I have a salvageable video at the end of this, that'll be worthwhile. Modern Sonic is kind of grating, because Modern Sonic is kind of grating, but there are some really nice interactions between kind of classic Sonic and Modern Sonic that are really sweet. It's quite a charming game when it wants to be. Because I remember the days when I was all into Modern Sonic. Sonic Adventure 2 was my bag, baby. Did not last long. Here we go. Let's do this thing. I'm sure it does. So the real appeal of this game is kind of revisiting some levels in a different perspective. You know, the amazing first level in Sonic Adventure 2 makes a reappearance. Oh, hey, I never said I was good at it. Oh. See, 3D Sonic games can never quite get that right. Too much of an emphasis on speed, I think. It was a lot of fun though. Combining the two forms of gameplay, you know, it does kind of make it clear how unbelievably bad modern Sonic gameplay has become. But it also lets you enjoy the kind of speedy thrills with a little bit of substance to back it up. It's just a shame Sonic Team doesn't seem to know what they're doing. I mean, where are they going to go from here? Now that they've fallen into Sonic Boom, which is a glorified TV tie-in, you know? I mean, I remember around the Sonic Generations days, a lot of people were kind of happy. There was a real feeling that Sonic was coming back because, you know, the game might not be the best in the world, but at least Sega knew what was going wrong. At least there was a sense that things were going to improve, but, nope. They still don't have a fucking clue. Wow. And neither do I, apparently. Come on. Probably the only time in a Sonic game I've ever made one of those slide obstacles. Problem is I keep trying to press square for the homing attack. It's just great seeing the visuals that I grew up with of Green Hill Zone brought to life, you know? I mean, to this day, I think Green Hill Zone is probably one of the most impressive 16-bit visuals. And probably one of the most impressive ever. I mean, I realize it's child's play to render something like that now, but the attention to detail, the love that went into making that level is just visible from the first frame. Way. Alright, job's a good one. Let's see how the video turned out, and if you're watching this, it turned out okay. Thank you very much for watching. I am Owen Adams. This has been Sonic Generations. I probably won't play any more of this, but I love you anyway. Bye bye.